Hi everyone. Today's video is all about forms and getting rid of spam. So if you've recently added a form and you're getting a bunch of spam, or all of a sudden your site has been discovered by the bots of the internet and you're getting a lot of spam, this video is for you. So what we're looking at here is our website. On the right here, we have a form that comes from our CRM, and at the bottom here, just wanted to showcase one of the key ways that we fight spam is reCAPTCHA, which is a product offering kind of led by Google that really allows us to be able to combat some of the spam. And so our form here, you'll notice that has that. But I'm going to go through a variety of different tools that allows you to combat spam and also an alternative to reCAPTCHA if reCAPTCHA is actually not functioning for you or is not an option for you. So just switching here onto kind of the back end of Squarespace, I have a form created here. And so if you want to enable reCAPTCHA from Squarespace, if you are using Squarespace, all you have to do is click on the icon for editing, switching here to the storage button, and then moving here at the bottom, you'll notice the option for reCAPTCHA, and Squarespace does have some documentation for you to walk through. But if you have any questions here, feel free to ask it in the community for us to kind of help support you as you move forward through that. Now, a more common option for some of our clients is the use of WordPress. And so I want to also offer an alternative version to this so that you can start to kind of go through that process yourself. So here we are, we're in a WordPress site. We are using Gravity Forms as one of the options. The process will be very similar for other platforms. And so one of the ways that Gravity Form allows you to add reCAPTCHA is first and foremost to be able to add the reCAPTCHA field here by simply dragging and dropping it onto the form. Now, in order for this to be effective, you need to actually configure reCAPTCHA in the settings page. And so we do that by going to the Gravity Forms and quickly clicking on settings. Once you've made it to the settings page here, you'll notice that you have your license key for Gravity Forms in this instance, but the very second option here is reCAPTCHA. Now, I won't click on this because this will expose the keys used by this site specifically, but I will share this site here, which I have gone to. So that's gravityforms.com/blog/add reCAPTCHA to your forms, all hyphenated, and I'll have this linked shared in the community. But here it walks you step by step on how to go through that process, which includes a video on how to go about adding the actual reCAPTCHA. This does involve you going to Google, setting up a small piece that gives you two keys and essentially helps you verify the usage of CAPTCHA as you move forward. But every step here is laid out step by step. And so it's very, very easy. You can see here, copy keys to site. This is what I'm referencing. And then they're ultimately added to the back end, which we just looked at. Now, if reCAPTCHA, either you have it enabled and it's not really working, or you're looking for an alternative, I want to showcase the other option here that's available. So the other option to CAPTCHA is actually a honeypot. Now, a honeypot is essentially, if you look at some of these fields here, name and that you would input, it puts an additional field and then just hides it completely off the page. So any normal user would not actually see it or fill it out, but a bot would go from one form element to the next and simply kind of fill in all the pieces so that it can click submit and it goes through, and that's how you get spam. And so by moving something and hiding it out of sight, you're able to essentially catch somebody with their hand in the honeypot and then understand that that's spam and essentially treat it as it should be. And so in order to do that, let's walk through that quickly. All right, so in order to do that, you need to go at the very top of your form. You have a settings option here. And if you click this, I've just opened it ahead of time here, you go to the form setting. So this is not the Gravity form setting. This is just the form for the specific form that you're working on. And so you have to enable this for every form that you create through Gravity Form. Now at the very bottom of this here, I'm going to skip to the bottom. Anti-spam honeypot is what we're talking about. You need to essentially take that on. So this is definitely the easier option. And then you have the ability to essentially decide how it's treated. Do you want them to not create an entry at all or to create an entry and mark it as spam? That way you continue to have access to know how many people are kind of ending up on your site and submitting things in case for some reason somebody says, hey, I did it, but I don't see it. If that's a common issue for you, you're able to do that. I hope this video is useful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the community. We'd always be happy to help you. And with that, enjoy the rest of your day.